Hi everyone! Today I wanted to share some advice on living in New York City. These are some things that I've picked up on in the last year that I've been living here, and these are the things I would tell friends if they were to ask me, hey, what are some things that would be good to know before traveling or moving to New York City? And in no particular order, my first tip is always carry some cash with you. You never know when cash could come in handy in New York, and especially if you're going to Chinatown, a lot of restaurants and bakeries are cash only. And if they do accept credit card, sometimes they'll offer a small discount if you pay in cash. And I've noticed this in K-Town as well. Number 2, if you're going out shopping, always carry some tote bag or reusable bag with you because a lot of clothing stores as well as grocery stores charge you I think 5 or 10 cents if you ask for a bag. If you bring your own bag, it's beneficial for the planet as well as your wallet. Number 3, if you want to see Broadway shows at a discounted price, enter the Broadway lotteries. Most recently, I was chosen in the lottery for the Book of Mormon, and the tickets were only $45 each. Normally, they retail at anywhere from $70 to $100 in the same section. And because the theater was small, I was able to see everyone's face very clearly. I also went to see Wicked after getting picked in that lottery, but I remember the seats were so far back that I couldn't see the performers' faces. Number 4, always check the weather in the morning. I've developed a habit of checking the weather every day because if I'm going out, I never know when a thunderstorm may hit and then it'll be raining cats and dogs. And you just want to make sure that you're prepared for any storms midday, and if you're going outside, to make sure have your umbrella with you. Number 5, if you want affordable eats, go to any one of the 3 Chinatowns in New York City. The one that is more commonly known is the one in Manhattan, which is the OG Chinatown, and that's the one that all the tourists go to because it's very conveniently located. But there are 2 more Chinatowns, one in Brooklyn and another one in Queens. The one in Brooklyn is commonly referred to as 8th Ave because the Chinatown is basically one street, one avenue from 50th Street to 60th Street. That whole stretch is lined with a ton of Chinese grocery stores and shops and restaurants. And then in Queens, in Flushing, it's a 45-minute subway ride from Midtown Manhattan, but that is the biggest Chinatown and it has the most diverse Chinese cuisine. In Manhattan Chinatown, I recommend these 2 places. The first one is known for their rice rolls. My favorite is the Chinese sausage with vegetables and add an egg. It's $3.50 for a really hearty breakfast. I remember when I first discovered this place, in the course of 1 week, I think I went there like 3 or 4 times because it was just so good. And the second place is Spongies Cafe on Baxter Street. They have amazing sponge cakes and they're only $1.25 each. My favorite flavors are the Pandan and the Sesame. Also, when I first discovered Spongies Cafe, I think I also went there multiple times in the course of 1 week just because it was so good and I wanted to try every single flavor. Next, for Brooklyn Chinatown, I recommend the following spots. The first one is Xinfa Bakery for their Portuguese egg tarts. In my opinion, they have the best Portuguese egg tarts in New York from all of the Chinese bakeries that I've tried. And next, I recommend the Congee Cart on 8th Ave and 59th Street. So they don't have any social media or any websites, but they're there every day. It's operated by a couple, and they're usually only there from early morning to around noon. My favorite from them is a small cup of black rice congee with a tea egg as well as their chive pocket. Another favorite is liangpi from Shanxi Snack. They're also off of 8th Ave, and my favorite is just their cold noodles. I recommend you eat it there at the table because it's the freshest when you eat it right after they make it. Lastly, we have Flushing Chinatown, and for Flushing, I recommend there's this one Baozi place on Main Street. I don't remember the name, but I'll include a picture of it here. When you walk in the door, there's a ton of little shops within, and you have to walk past several stalls to get to the Blvd spot. For Flushing, I also recommend Haidilao for Hotpot. They have the best service in terms of Hotpot that I've ever had, and the food is also extremely fresh. It is slightly on the pricier side. You're looking at spending anywhere from $40 to $60 per person on Hotpot, but it's well worth it. And lastly, there's the Skewer Cart on the northeast corner of 39th Avenue and 138th Street. I highly recommend their lamb skewers, and it's only just $2 per skewer. Number 6, if you want fresh fruits and vegetables, shop at Chinatown, any one of the Chinatown or outside of Manhattan. I find that Manhattan has extremely expensive groceries, and if you shop in a lot of places in Brooklyn and Queens are much cheaper. Another favorite of mine is the newly opened Hmart in Long Island City. I like to go there at least once a month to get groceries because they have a wide variety of selection and the prices are very reasonable. Number 7, always have some napkins on you. You never know when something like bird poop will fall on your jacket, and it's just always comes in handy, I find. Number 8, if you want to see the most accurate train arrival time, download the My MTA app for all the updates and delays of the subway station, as well as buses. I use this every time I go out to see when the train will be arriving at the station. Number 9, if you just moved to the city and are looking to find good friends, I highly recommend using Bumble BFF. I find that there are a lot of cool people there that you can meet, and I made one of my good friends on Bumble BFF. Number 10, embrace being alone if you're new to the city. Everyone is very busy here and people are quite selective of how they spend their free time. Because of that, it can take quite a bit to find a good group of friends that you can meet on a regular basis. I think living in New York has been great for my personal development as I've really learned how to enjoy time alone. Hopefully this video has been helpful and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!